Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's I, Richard Zom. It's January 1st, 2014, and I thought better put up a YouTube video. I know it's been a minute since I've been around. I've been really busy taking care of things, but I'm going to dive right in and show you guys my Wii collection, because I've been waiting to show you guys this because I was slowly collecting some other games, but I still have games coming in my shipments. So once I get those, I'm going to just do those as games I recently bought or movies I recently bought video I plan to put up soon. So I'm going to dive right into this and show you guys my Wii collection. Now bear with me, it's in another one of my books that you guys saw from my previous videos, because I put all my stuff in these cases just because I don't like having the plastic DVD housings that these games come in. I just keep the artwork and stuff and store them all in my Case Logic big old monster cases. So let's get to it. Ooh, almost lost that one. Okay, first games up is Red Steel 1 and 2. These were really fun. I got them at Best Buy, both for about $5 a piece. BestBuy.com. I bought them online for about $5 a piece. Red Steel was a trip. I liked the game, but it was definitely unpolished. You can definitely tell that they rushed it. It was a little choppy and laggy in certain areas, but it was fun for $5. I couldn't say no to it. I had a blast playing it. Majority of all these games I haven't finished just because I've only been able to play for an hour or so, just because of my schedule, school and work and my side things, and you guys know how it is. We get busy. Red Steel 2 was a whole lot better. That game was awesome. I had a blast playing it. Put about 3-4 hours into it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I love the fact you had, samurai blade and all that stuff, and the guy had the whole Western theme going. I mean, I personally liked it a lot, and I only paid $5 again for it, so it was really cool. Highly recommend both of these. You don't really necessarily need to get Red Steel, but Red Steel 2 is highly recommended for a Wii collector gamer. Like, you're going to enjoy that experience. And these games too, periodically I'm going to tell who to thank. I have to thank Metal Jesus Rocks. He put up a video talking about certain Wii games that he has in his collections and certain gems that you can find as well. These were two games I saw him do a review on, and these are awesome, man. Thank you for the recommendation. I enjoyed playing them both. Next, House of Dead 2 and 3 and House of Dead Overkill. Now, what more can I say than it's House of the Dead, man. I mean, that game is freaking awesome. I remember playing in the arcades with my friends, and we were just coin dumping. I mean, just coin dumping into these bad boys. Because one, they were a blast to play. Two, we just hung out. I mean, that's what we did. We hung out in the arcade, we gamed, we had a bunch of fun. But some of the bosses in there, man, I don't give a crap how good you are. For me, it was hard to pass this game on one quarter. I mean, we're talking about, I easily coined up a couple bucks. Probably a little more, but I can't really think of a figure I would throw into the arcade. But I know we would coin dump a lot. But these games were insanely fun. They're still fun to this day. I'm glad I have them on the Wii. I've been playing it on and off, back and forth. I've beat Part 2 already, just because Part 2 is a personal favorite of mine. I love playing it for my Dreamcast. I still have it for my Dreamcast, but unfortunately the cast and my other consoles are all put away just because I'm trying to save space in my room. But you'll never go wrong with these two, House of Dead, House of Dead Overkill. House of Dead Overkill was one I had not previously played until recently, and it's incredibly fun. It's just as good as Part 2 and 3, but Part 2 is still a standard for me. Now, Overkill has more humor in it. Overkill reminds me kind of Evil Dead Regeneration. I had a bunch playing that. I had a bunch of fun playing that with my roommate on the Dreamcast. We had a blast playing it and passing it. I've played it on the PS2. I even think they made a version of it for the Xbox, but I'm not sure. But these two are definitely fun. I highly recommend them. Total nostalgia as I tell you guys this, man. I mean, I had a blast playing these. House of Dead 2 and 3 I paid $10 for, and House of Dead Overkill I paid, I think, $10 same for, and I got those both at GameStop. Yeah, I know GameStop, I'm sorry. Down to GameStop. But we'll leave that alone, we'll keep going. Alright, next two is Disney's Epic Mickey. It's wrong with you, Zom? Epic Mickey 1 and 2. These were really both fun. I've only put maybe a few hours into both. They're totally worth getting. Sorry, I'm scratching my head. I got like a little bit of sweat going because of the light and all. These are both incredibly fun. I've had a blast playing them. The controlling, though, at times, the controlling is a little choppy for me. Drives me crazy. But once you can get past that, the game starts opening up, becomes a lot more fun. I had a blast playing a few hours of both. I definitely look forward to hopefully one day getting into them and knocking them out. But they were both excellently made. I had a lot of fun. And the only thing was the controlling. And the whole thing, I don't know why, but I mean, they were selling like these adapter packs and you know, like new parts for your controller. It was like, one was like Oswald's clicker and Mickey's paintbrush. I was like, you know, what the hell? Like, we don't really need all that, but okay. But the games are still fun. I think I paid $10 initially for Epic Mickey 1 at my local record store where I do find some deals. And then I paid $5 for Epic Mickey 2 off BestBuy.com. Next game. Super Mario Galaxy. What more can I say than one badass game? I mean, you can never go wrong with a good Mario title. I mean, if the game's well made, you're going to have an amazing experience. You're going to have a blast all the way through. Super Mario Galaxy is that. I mean, this game is freaking phenomenal for the Wii. I've had a bunch of fun putting a couple hours into it. The game is just, for me, there's no flaw in it. It's just really well made. I think I paid $19 for it used on Amazon, which was a great deal, and it works fine. I don't have part 2. I know, I don't have part 2. But I've been yet to find a copy for a decent price that I can fit in my budget. But when I do, I will acquire it. But if you haven't played Super Mario Galaxy, stop doing yourself a disservice and get the game and play it. It's freaking awesome. Here we go. 2 more. Trauma Center New Blood and Trauma Center Second Opinion. What more can I say than one hell of a fun game that'll take you back to days of playing Operation with the family. Only difference is, these games get hard. Now, some of you out there may be going, they're pretty simple, but for me, they were hard. And they were frustrating. There was times that I just wanted to let those people die on the table because so. But I never did. I was a good sport. I kept in with it, and I, healed them up, patched them up, kicked them out, and, wished them nothing but good luck with processing their paperwork with HMO. But these were really, really fun. I initially played them for DS. I got these both for $5 at BestBuy.com. I couldn't go wrong for the price. Like I said, they're incredibly fun, but they're incredibly frustrating too. I mean, these games will drive you crazy. There's times there where it's like the time frame they give you to do the operation, it's like if I had any more hair growing on the top of my head rather than falling, I'd be ripping it out from each end, because there was times there it drove me crazy. Moving on. Alright, we have Resident Evil 4 for Wii. Initially, I wasn't going to get this game because I already own part 0 through 4 for the GameCube, which for me, the GameCube with Resident Evil, even though I played a few titles on the PlayStation 2, Resident Evil series on GameCube is the standard. Hands down, lock it away, throw it away, key. Best platform to ever take that series and polish it and make it a beautiful experience. Love those games on the GameCube. Played them all. Part 4 I've played, haven't passed it because a lot of stuff used to drive me crazy. I got it for the Wii because I think I found it for like $5 at my local record store. I played it. It is a lot of fun. It is challenging because once you got to kind of get used to and learn how to use the Wii controller to play it. But once you get around that, the game opens up, becomes a lot more fun. I think it's controller compatible. You can probably connect your GameCube controller onto your Wii and rock and roll and do it that way. Now, if you can do that, then you're in the butter zone. Rock and roll, knock it out. But I had a lot of fun playing the actual series for the GameCube, which for me is the best they've ever done with those games. I mean, those are going to be in my personal collection until the day they put me in a pine box. But yeah, the Wii version is good. I haven't played the other ones like Umbrella Chronicles and I think Dark Side Chronicles, Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles. The title slips my mind right now, but those I definitely have to get for the Wii and play them because a lot of my friends recommended them and said it's really, really good. Here we go. Cursed Mountain. Hopefully you guys can see that there. Cursed Mountain and Death Jr. These are both really fun. Again, I'm a horror movie fan, but I'm openly admitted I am a bitch when it comes to certain horror movies. I can do zombie movies all day long, all night long. That's the reason why my name's Richard Zom and my nickname's Zombie, because I'm a zombie nut. I'm a zombie fan. But some horror movies I can't watch because it's the just bitch assness. Can't explain it. My brother showed me some horror movies when I was younger, and it cooked something in my brain, and I haven't been fully kiltered since then. But Cursed Mountain is definitely awesome to play, even though it's a horror game, and I can't really get through too much of it. For the amount I got through it, I mean, that game has scared me quite a bit, a couple different times, and yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone before I start making myself sound worse on video. Death Jr. is a lot of fun to play. It really takes me back to, it kind of reminds me of Billy and Mandy, the cartoon series. It's almost like that same animation. I enjoyed playing it. It was a lot of fun. I haven't passed it, but I mean, still, it was worthwhile. I spent $8 for Cursed Mountain online, I think through Amazon, and I got Death Jr. I think for $5. Not at BestBuy.com, but from a different website. It might have been like GameStop or something like that. Alright, we're moving on. Mercury Meltdown Revolution and Knights. These two are both awesome games. Especially this one right next to my face. It's a Sega Saturn classic. Yeah, Knights, I mean, that was one of the games that, for me, that made the Saturn, alongside Virtual Cop. I don't officially own a Saturn, unfortunately. I was never able to afford one when I was a kid. I've come across a few in the wild out here, but they're not in really good condition, so I've passed up on them. Hopefully I'll get to acquire one in my collection one day. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, but Knights is definitely fun. I recommend you playing it. It is a blast on the Wii. They really did that game justice. They ported it just correct. I mean, I've had nothing but good things to say about it. I've loved playing it. Now, Mercury Meltdown Revolution was fun. It actually reminds me of the Sega Genesis. I think Sonic was it Sonic? I think it was Sonic 2 that had it. But it's the Gem Challenge bonus rounds where you have like those puzzle mazes that twirl and you got to keep like Sonic bouncing around and not let him fall through the crystals on the bottom, because if he hits him too many times, he's out. Meltdown reminds me of that, and it drives me crazy because you're sitting there playing like, crap, oh yeah, no, don't, come on, man, just work with me here, no, oh, you son of a, you've all been there, we know, we've all done it. Same premise with this game. A lot of fun, a lot of that puzzling, puzzle, boom, boom, boom. You gotta move it around, make sure the ball rolls and stuff. I thought it was fun. I had a blast. The one thing I can say that made me laugh about this game is I got it for 98 cents at GameStop. Had the artwork, the manual, and the game. The disc was pretty much clean, but 98 cents. That's the first time I've ever come across a decent game for that much, and GameStop was willing to actually sell it for 98 cents. I mean, I can understand that's probably the usual price they would purchase it for, but I'm still shocked that they sold it to me for 98 cents. So, kudos to you guys being awesome enough to sell me that game for 98 cents. Yeah, we're moving on. Mad World and Lost Shadow. Mad World was actually really fun. I was surprised. I put off getting that game for years because I never initially collected for the Wii in the beginning. I just barely recently got into it because, one, financially, I was never able to drop. Because, I mean, come on, you guys. You know Wii games hardly ever drop in price, especially if they're a really good Wii game. Like, they'll never go down in price. I mean, that system's been out for years, and some of those games are still in, like, the $40 zone, which I'm just like, are you serious? Wow. Mad World was fun. I paid about $2.30 for it. The only thing I have to say about Mad World, because of the color scheme they use, from black and white and all that, it was fucking with my eyes. Like, it was like playing a Nintendo 3DS. It was flipping my eyes out, man. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was getting headaches. I had to literally stop and let the freaking mind cool down, let the eyes recalibrate themselves before I went in there and played a little more. Because of that reason, I haven't been able to play a lot of it. I've played a nice little chunk of it, but not a lot of it. But still a really fun game for $2.30-something. Now, Lost Shadows, that is a freaking awesome game. I was surprised I was going to like it as much as I did. I got it for $5 at BestBuy.com. But this is another one of those titles. Again, thank you, Metal Jesus Rocks. It was your whole video when you showed the gameplay and all that. It totally made it for me. So I was like, you know what, I'll spend the $5 and play it. Metal Jesus Rocks has not yet to steer me wrong with a good game choice. So that was really awesome. I've had a lot of fun playing it. It's definitely worth it if you guys want to get it. Yeah, Lost Shadows, $5. I think they may still have some on BestBuy.com. I definitely recommend you guys going over there and hitting it up. Alright, next couple of games I only have the generic printout for the artwork from BestBuy.com because, well, let me toss this in there before I go any longer, further with the Wii games. For some reason, BestBuy.com enjoys giving us great deals on certain games. I love that they do that. The one thing that drives me crazy for being a gaming collector is when they put up the stuff, the description, even for the used section, they don't tell you, oh yeah, it's used, but it's missing its artwork. Or it's used, it's missing its booklet. It is used. No description. So you're literally playing Russian roulette. You know, your chances of... But when a game's like $5, I'll take the shot in the foot and risk it. And a couple of these were like that, but still, hey, they were worth getting for $5 even so. That is Marble Saga. I hope the last name is pronounced Koropina. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then Sniper Elite. Both these games are really fun. Marble Saga reminded me of Mercury Meltdown, which you have the same premise. You gotta keep the marble rolling and rocking and doing its thing. And then again, you go into your whole Sonic, Sega mode, like going, don't do it. No, keep moving, man. What are you doing? Oh, come on. Oh, damn. You know what I'm talking about. Sniper Elite. Who doesn't like a good sniper game? I mean, come on. We've all played Silent Scope for the Dreamcast. That was one difficult but yet fun game. Sniper Elite, again, can be difficult at times. Incredibly fun game. I was surprised they had it on the Wii. I was really happy. Paid $5 for it. What more do I want? I'm totally grateful for it. And in case you guys were wondering, you just saw the screen shake. It's because I bumped my desk. I didn't have an earthquake. Alright, next one is... Actually, next one has a little bit of backstory. I'll give it to you guys once I tell you what the title is. Next one is Metroid Prime Trilogy and Metroid Other M. Now, Metroid Prime Trilogy, I actually found online on BestBuy.com used for $29 with shipping. That was the cheapest price I have come across for that game compared to Amazon and eBay, because they want an outrageous amount of money for it. No. Not unless I know it's uber rare. Then I'll shell out the money. This one is, in the sense, uber rare. But when I found it used at BestBuy.com for $29 compared to used on another site like eBay or Amazon for $40 to $50, I was like, okay, it's Best Buy. Russian roulette time, man. Time to put a bullet in the chamber, and if I shoot myself in the foot, I shoot myself in the foot, but at least I got the game. And this was the case, but unfortunately for me, it was on BestBuy.com, but it was ship to site only. Oh, wait, ship to site. No, not ship to site. Ship to store. What the hell's wrong with you, Zom? Get your head in the game. It was ship to store. So I had to take, I think in all it was probably about a 3.5 hour bus ride since I don't own a vehicle. It's just too expensive, and parking in LA is, please. So I had to take a venture down there for 2 hours on a bus ride to pick up the game, and I came back. When I first got down there and got it, I was happy to get it, but when I saw what it was, man, I was a little pissed. Don't get me wrong, I was happy to have the game, but after a 2 hour bus ride, I was like, you would have figured they might have been nice enough to tell me there ain't no artwork or art booklet for it, but the game is there. But thankfully the game was in pristine condition, so I really kind of just bit my tongue on it and came home. But again, for $29, I wasn't complaining. I got Metroid Prime Trilogy for a fantastic deal. I'll just spend some time and finding the artwork in the booklet. Metroid Other M, I heard people say that was a really bad game, but they had it online for like $5, and I said, why not, to complete the whole little collection I got going for the Wii. So I went and purchased it, I bought it, I played it for a little bit, and it's not as good as the previous games, but it's alright. And for $5, like I said, you can complain, but why would you? It was only $5. So we're moving on. Next one is Super Paper Mario and Sin and Punishment Star Successor. I mean, come on, Paper Mario, awesome Super NES game. Why wouldn't you want to get Super Paper Mario for the Wii? It's fun. I had a blast playing it. I've only put maybe about 2.5, 3 hours into it, but it's really a lot of fun. I enjoyed the fact that I got it. I got it for a nice price. I spent like $10 for it. Now, Sin and Punishment really trips me out. Excuse me. For the simple fact that I only paid, I think, like $5 or $6 for it off Best Buy. But I heard the difficulty of this game is a little up there. It's a little challenging. I enjoyed the whole start and the intro video and all stuff. Like, I really enjoyed the layout of the game. I'm definitely looking forward to immersing myself more into it to play it. But what I wanted to show you guys was, look at this booklet they give you on this game. Now, for me, this is like 2 times, maybe nowadays 3 times bigger than the average booklet you get. This thing's a beast, in my opinion, but it gives you like character backgrounds and how do you, movement and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to enjoy going over this, so I have a general common knowledge of, what the hell I'm getting myself into. But I was just really tripped out on the booklet. I mean, it's pretty beefy. But a fun game nonetheless for $5. I definitely recommend you guys going out there and picking up a copy. Alright, moving on. Next one. Manhunt 2 and The Calling. Now, The Calling, surprisingly enough, I guess is a rare game to come by for a decent deal. I was looking it up because I was just generally looking, I'm like, what kind of horror games do they have for a Wii? Because I heard they don't have a lot. So I was like, well, what good ones do they have? And The Calling was one of them. And unfortunately, when I started looking on eBay and Amazon, I mean, they wanted like 50, 40, 40-something. And most of those were game only or missing art book or missing artwork. So it was that all of them were incomplete, but they wanted an outrageous number for it. I was lucky enough to just be messing around on Amazon.com one day, and I decided, well, let me look it up, let me see what they have on it. I found a copy, obviously. Artwork, art booklet, and game. All complete game. Used but complete. I paid $40 for it with shipping. I was happy. I was totally down to pay that price because after I saw how much it was going for, I was like, okay, it's not too bad, and it's probably going to be harder to come by it if I ever do. So you know what, I'll shell out the $40 and play it. And man, I thought Cursed Mountain was creepy. This freaking game right here, it's gotten me a couple different times. I mean, that shit's creepy, especially with the way they use the gameplay. Like, they have you using your Wii remote as a cell phone, and you call it up, and like there's people heavy breathing and like souls and stuff like that talking to you. Just a really creepy freaking game. A lot of fun, but damn is it eerie. And Manhunt 2, I was actually disappointed in this one on the Wii. I mean, I've played part 1 and 2 with my roomie before. We had fun passing them. This one was good, but the only problem is with the Wii, they kind of censored it down, which was like, damn it, Nintendo, why? But, you can't cry over it now. And when I paid only like $5 for it, I'm not really going to freak out. Still a good game nonetheless, but I will stick to playing part 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2. Alright, next game up is De Blob 1 and 2. These were actually really fun. I don't really know a game I can compare to it, so to give you guys a general sense of it. But they were just incredibly fun. I had a lot of fun playing them. They were really cool, really nice music, really bright and vibrant environment. And I paid, I think, $5 a piece for them at BestBuy.com. So it was one of those ones again where I was playing Russian roulette with a title I did not hear about, or I had no knowledge of, and it turned out to be a worthwhile expense that I purchased it for $5 a piece. I couldn't go wrong. I was happy. Ghost Squad and Overlord Dark Legends. I got both of these, I believe, for $5 a piece on BestBuy.com. Now, Ghost Squads I actually liked a lot. That was another recommendation by Metal Jesus. Thank you very much for that. Really well-made game, in my opinion. Ghost Squad was a really well-made game, but when Metal Jesus talks about it on his review, man, was he right. The voice acting and stuff on that was just atrocious. But it was so bad, that's what made the game good. Because you were just laughing your ass off at how horrible that was. I mean, the game itself is one of those gems. Like, I totally agree with Metal Jesus. And man, thank you for putting that video up. It was a great recommendation. I'm happy having it. But, even with that bad voice acting and stuff like that, the game is totally worth getting. Especially for the fact I only spent $5 for it. I mean, I got full value at that. It's a really fun first-person shooter. I've had a bunch of fun playing it. I even think at times, too, it would go from first person to third person, but I can't really remember because it's been a few months since I played it. Overlord Dark Legends, I would love to tell you guys something about it, but I have yet to play it. It's one of those games where I've acquired it, but I have yet to actually play it. Next few. Conduit 1 and 2. Now, someone told me these are rare to come by, but I didn't really have an issue. They were fairly cheap. I think I paid about $6 a piece for them. Conduit, unfortunately, doesn't have the art booklet, but it has the artwork in the game, so I was kind of okay with that. I will be searching for the art booklet to complete the game. But these were both really well made first-person shooters for the Wii. I definitely highly recommend them for the price I got them for, especially. And they're a whole lot of fun. So if you guys have heard this series and you were thinking about playing it, you're just going to take my word for it, man. Just give it a shot. $5. It's not going to be too bad. I don't have none of that fancy stuff to show you guys gameplay or side-by-side like that. I'm a strictly direct point, click, shoot, and post type of guy. So you just got to take my word for it. But they are definitely a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing both of them. Let's see, and I think the last one I have so far, it's another generic artwork cover. It's Wario Land Shake It. That one I actually played today. That one was really fun. I'm only about an hour and a half in. Definitely worth it for the price I paid. I think I only paid $9 for this one. But for any Mario title you can get for about, I would say, under $15, you are hitting a major deal, because titles like that, like certain Zeldas and Marios and Warios and stuff like that, it's damn near impossible to get those games for $30 and less. I mean, even now, and the system's been out for such a long time, if you can find it like I did for the price, don't do yourself an injustice. Go ahead and pick it up, because it's going to be worth it. That game's a lot of fun. I will look forward to playing it a whole lot more. I still have, I think, about 3 games coming into me on the Wii. I don't know when they're going to get here, but like I said, I'll post them up, and I'll show them to you guys when I do like a games I recently bought video, or a movies I recently bought video. I'll show you guys it then. But until then, that's my Wii collection so far. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations, you can go ahead and send them my way, and I'll check it out. I know about main titles like Mario's and Zeldas and stuff like that. I'm looking for more of, like, third-party games or obscure games that are not either commonly played on the Wii, or people don't really come across them. Because some of these on here were a little odd for me to find, but they turned out to be really, really well-made games. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I have more coming. I have some Blu-ray stuff coming to show you guys my Blu-ray movies, some wrestling stuff to show you my wrestling movies I've collected. So stay tuned. I had a blast making this video for you guys. Till then, have a bunch of fun, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.